We've been working on this for 5 years. Not a whole 100 plus player Battle Royale PvP. Let's slap Tom Clancy on it. That's all. So guys, I've woken up this morning. I've missed the Ubisoft premiere last night, and I woke up this morning to people moaning about the new Ubisoft Ghost Recon game. Now, I love the Recon series, Ghost Recon Series, and so I've watched the trailer to the new Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Frontline. Where are Ubisoft going? I watched the trailer. I was hoping for Wildlands 2, personally. Where are Ubisoft going with just not even just Ghost Recon, just all their series? Just the trailer. No one wanted a PvP battle royale Ghost Recon, and the funny thing is, you know what makes me laugh is I watch them, the developers, talk about it, and the way that how they seem to talk as if like this is what everybody wanted. Welcome to Bucharest, and we are so pleased to bring to you, as if like everyone's like, yeah, another Call of Duty clone, another Fortnite clone. There's too many battle royales. This PvP trend has got to stop. And the fact that, you know, they're trying to copy Warzone. They're obviously Call of Duty Warzone. They've already let everyone down with X Defiant and that announcement. Tom Clancy again. They're slapping the name on it again. Now, one of the developers turned around and said this has got all the elements of Ghost Recon in this game. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. You know, Ghost Recon games are a single player campaign with multiplayer online tacked on, PvP, you know, as a separate thing within that game. Not just a whole all-out, you spent 3 years developing. Don't quite understand how you spent 3 years developing that. You already have the game mechanics in terms of, you've already got Ghost Recon games. So how's that taking 3 years? Anyway, it makes no sense. Oh, it's got... No, it hasn't. It just looks like another run and gun. And you've got wall covers dropping out the sky. You've got turrets dropping out the sky, spawning. You can spawn anything, anywhere. It's just they're losing sight of everything, Tom Clancy. The Division seems to have stopped, apart from Heartland and some other announcements. Ghost Recon, they've now gone down this... Do you know what? I think I've got a feeling Ubisoft have had a shake-up. I think the CEOs or Ubisoft leaders have basically said, we want everything to go free-to-play live services. Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon is now doing the same. The X Defiant game. The only one that hasn't done it yet is Far Cry. And I guarantee you Far Cry 6 is the last single player game they do. That'll go live service next. Couple of years time. We've been working on this for 5 years. It's a Far Cry, and it's got all the elements of Far Cry. It's just that you've got 100 players that you've got to fight. It's in an open world map. It's like, my God, seriously, Ubisoft, you're fucking up every franchise. You're ruining every single franchise. You're destroying the IPs. That announcement, I was hoping for another Splinter Cell game. That's what I personally thought. Another Splinter Cell, Wildlands 2, The Division 3. Just another, you know, where's this? Where is this? Where's this concept that everyone wants a PvP Battle Royale coming from? What, because Warzone is successful? Suddenly, you've got to remember, if you create another PvP, you're not going to suddenly steal all the Warzone players. They will not drop COD. If your game ain't up to scratch compared to... Hardcore COD players will not drop that game for anything unless it's like, you know, something special. So the only target audience I'm imagining you're going for is your Ghost Recon players. But we don't want 100+ world battle royale game, PvP. When people say they want PvP, they want it within the sort of single player environment, like the Division. The first Divisions did well with that. You had the single player campaign, which I loved, and you had the Dark Zones PvP. The Dark Zone PvP. And that's what people want. People want those sort of PvP, not a whole 100+ player battle royale PvP. Where are you getting your information from, Ubisoft? Seriously, where are you getting your information from? Who are you asking? Who is sitting there going, I know what? We will create... I've just seen this brilliant game on the store called Call of Duty Warzone, and they seem to be doing really, really well. So we'll create 2 versions of a PvP. We'll do one. We'll just call it Tom Clancy X Defiant. I don't know. Just make it seem a bit more extreme to appeal to the extreme sport players. You know, Riders Republic. They'll jump onto X Defiant because it just looks like an extreme sports game, but it's not. It's a PvP first person shooter. They'll love it. We'll just make it colourful and look like a kid's fucking drawn, coloured picture in. They'll love it. And we'll the number one thing. Let's slap Tom Clancy on it. That'll sell. He's not alive anymore, he won't care. Yeah, slap Tom Clancy on it. Brilliant, fantastic, that's what we'll do. And then the second idea, we'll create a battle royale, PvP again, using Ghost Recon this time, 100+ players. It doesn't matter. People won't care. They'll just see 100+ players. We'll slap that as the first, you know, bit of information they see. So they're like, yes. Who is this? Is what I'm saying. Where are they getting this information from? What they've done is I guarantee it's not the community they've communicated with. They've talked to other companies. I guarantee they've spoken to Activision and said, by the way, what do your player base want out of a, you know? And they would have talked to other developing companies and publishers. That's all that is. And I guarantee you, Activision turned around and said, well, a lot of our players want more than a certain amount of players to be able to play in one map, you know. And Ubisoft gone, aha, yes, 100+ players. We'll make sure that happens. We'll spend 3 years getting mechanics we already have. You know, we've got the foundations of a map. We've got the foundations of how the characters run, but we'll take 3 years to develop it. That way, when we announce it, say in 3 years, it's going to sell it because people are going to think, well, it's going to be a good game then, isn't it? just Ubisoft, you're destroying your IPs. Assassin's Creed as well. Assassin's Creed, Tom Clancy's, well, X Defiant, which is based off the Division. So they're destroying the Division, they're destroying Ghost Recon and Assassin's Creed for this chase of this live service thing that they're going for. And you know, I'm not going to play X Defiant at all, and I certainly won't play Frontline. I'll just keep playing Wildlands and Breakpoint. Remaster one of the old Ghost Recon. Remaster. I mean, bring back Splinter Cell. Start the Splinter Cell franchise again. Single player campaign. Don't start trying to multiplayer that as well, because not every game franchise has to be multiplayer. Ghost Recon, understandable. Have a multiplayer element to the single player campaign. Same as Division. It's shooters, you know, it's team tactical stuff. But Splinter Cell is not a multiplayer game. You do not multiplayer Splinter Cell. Bring back Splinter Cell. Remaster the first Splinter Cell. The second, you know, Chaos Theory, Pandora Tomorrow. The first Splinter Cell. Remaster them. Bring back Sam Fisher, Michael Ironside. Get him back on the vocals. Rather than this chase that Ubisoft are running down. You're going down this chase of this. You want a bit of that. You want a bit of that. Not that you've, you know, got enough already, but you want more of that. You want more of that. Oh, Activision are raking it in with Warzone. Rockstar are, or Take-Two are raking it in with GTA Online. What are we doing wrong? Aha! We need to make PvPs. I'm just getting sick and tired of everything going towards online PvP crap. And the thing is, this trailer, before, you're rattling on about the history of Ghost Recon and the how great the stories are that you get in the single player campaigns. And then you just suddenly go, announce this? Where is that? And the way your developers are talking about it, as if it's great, as if it is actually great. Don't get me wrong, from a developer point of view, yes, you probably appreciate your own work, but I'm talking about it from a consumer perspective. We look at you talking about that game thinking, why are you smiling about it? This is not what we wanted. Ubisoft, you've got to sort something out because, you know, tell you what, please, for the love of God, obviously you've got an Xbox, please, for the love of God, Microsoft, buy Ubisoft. Microsoft, you can tie Ubisoft with Microsoft in the name somehow. I don't know. That's fake, surely. Ubisoft, Microsoft, everything's soft. So, you know, Microsoft, please, for the love of God, buy Ubisoft. And if you do, I don't care if you release games to PlayStation. I just want someone to improve Ubisoft's way of working at the moment and bring out some, go back. Just do something with the franchise. Just do something with their IPs that they're not doing, that they're clearly not getting the correct information. You're not listening to your community. So don't blag all that crap. You don't listen to your community. We've listened to the community and we've come up with, and it's like, Well, guys, that is my little rant. Ubisoft, sort it out. I'm not playing Frontline or X-Defiant or Assassin's Creed Infinity. I'm not going to touch them. And to be honest, I won't be the only one that won't, because they're just live service crap. I mean, to be honest, this whole live service thing that everyone seems to be going down, as soon as I see free-to-play live service, standards will go. Proving that is this eFootball by Konami. 2 years. 2 years it took them to make a game that they've been making for how many years? 20 years? 25 years? 2 years it took them to bring out this buggy mess. Because as soon as it is live service and they're not getting money from sales of the physical copies or the digital copies, because it's free to play, the standards drop. That's why I don't do free to play games at all, because standards drop at the start anyway. Standards drop. There's no because there's no incentive. Bring out a buggy mess. Oh, don't worry, it's free to play anyway. We need to stop with this live service crap as well. We need to stop with live service. It's ruining gaming, personally. You're going to ruin the gaming industry going live service, because then it just becomes a microtransaction money fest. And before you know it, if the standards would have dropped. I don't get this, though. This is what I don't understand. We're in one of the best generations of powerful consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X, and we seem to be going backwards in terms of what we want to do. Sure, if that was me, if I had the money and I was a publisher or a game developer and I saw the power of that, I'd be like, right, I'm going to create some banging single player experience. Where are those games going? Where they're disappearing. And all these third-party AAA companies seem to be going down this live service crap. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm waffling on now. I'm just going to go off on a tangent. Love you all. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you do agree with me, if you don't, let me know. I think Frontline's going to be shit. So is X-Defiant. Ubisoft, you're going the wrong way. Turn a corner somehow. I don't know. Make another announcement. We're going to make Wildlands 2. We're going to bring Splinter Cell back. Sam Fisher's coming back with single player campaigns. Yes, brilliant. Love it. Guys, love you all. Enjoy your days. Bye.